So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. This game, of course, the last of the first round of fixtures. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
Gerrard. Manchester United finding their passes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mbappe. Pull it. Goes for a shot! Konsa getting this one clear. Oh, this looks sharp. Buendia. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's going right the way across. Hullet does really well there, strong defending. And it's made its way to him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Still goalless. Maatsen.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Casillas claims it without any fuss. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Sancho. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Buendia. That is lovely. Now who's going to be first to this? He is through here. Played in deep. And he gets rid in a hurry. Out towards the flank. Overhit and out of play. Onana. That has been slung wide. He's picked his way through, and he'll shoot here! It's in! A goal at a really telling moment. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Cash made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Gerrard goes steaming forward, looking for a runner. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Gerrard. And he's in on goal! Manchester United still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. It's a promising position. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. Pau Torres cuts it out. Buendia. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Onana. Cash. Here's Sancho. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And this is Cruyff. Filippo Inzaghi! It's bounced back off the post. Deftly away. Cruyff, little pass back. Nicely aimed pass. Has a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sancho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Mbappe is onto this.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter.
That's that, the end. Manchester United came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end, they're unable to lay claim even to a consolation prize. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.